exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Milwaukee Brewers Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 22. That's right, we are back, and we are almost done with season number 1. We are into August. We're going to finish the month of August in this episode. We'll play the game that we are currently on. I think it's against the Cubs in Chicago at Wrigley Field. So we'll play that game. Then we will finish the rest of the month. And then we'll be into the final month of the regular season, which is September. We got September call-ups, even though in year number 1, September call-ups really aren't that important or that big of a deal. And September call-ups in general really aren't that big of a deal until we get to the super end of the series where we've got like 99 pluses in the minors. that's when September call-ups becomes a little bit more important. But for now, September call-ups really aren't that big of a deal. So we'll kind of just like bring up a couple guys that really don't matter in the next episode, and then we'll move on. But we've only got this episode, next episode, and then the playoff episode, and then season 1 is all done. Can you believe that? That's pretty crazy that we've already gotten this far into the series where season 1's almost done. But we got to finish this month, and then we'll move on to the final month of the regular season. I hope you guys are excited for more Brewers Legends series. Let's get right into it. If you guys going to enjoy, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get it started. We pick up right where we left off last episode with the Brewers versus the Cubs in Wrigley. Madison Bumgarner, Matty Bum Bum, versus Christopher Sale. That's right, what a matchup that is. August 19th, 2022. We are currently 15 and a half games up on the second team in the Central, which is the Cincinnati Reds at 62 and 59. 78 wins so far in the month, or in the season, is pretty good. We've lost a few games that I feel like we shouldn't have lost. We shouldn't probably have lost both games to Tampa. We should have probably swept this game or this series against the Dodgers. We play the Cubs one more time at the end of the month. So depending on how this series goes, hopefully we can sweep them twice in the span of a month. And then we've got the rest of September, which is probably going to be pretty easy, I would think. I don't really know. When you're doing a Legends series and you do a fantasy draft, you have no clue who's on any of the teams. So I can't give you for certain if I feel like we are a lock to beat the Rockies or the Diamondbacks or the Yankees or anything like that, because this isn't a normal rosters. These teams could be great. I don't really know. So I can't tell you for sure if we're the favorite to win any of those games next month. But I can tell you that we're the favorite to win this series against the Cubs, and we got to do that. Contract extensions are going to be pretty massive. We've got Griffey, we got Jackie Robinson, Randy Johnson. Basically all of our starters need to re-sign their contracts, because if we take a look at the books, we've got Mike Trout, who's locked up. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Mike Trout is locked up for a while, so is George Springer, but all the legends are on like 1-year contracts. So, and that's the same for every single team. So that's why free agency is always so interesting, because not every team re-signs all of their good legends in a season. So let's just start off by giving Ken Griffey Jr. a contract, because I know that that's what I want to do. So I will give Ken Griffey Jr. a 4-year, $140 million contract, and he will accept that. Randy Johnson, I want to bring to the squad, and he wants a long deal, an absolutely massive deal at $170 for 8 years. I'm going to drop that down to about $160. If we could take $10 million off that, that would be very much appreciated. He will sign that contract. So we got Randy Johnson for 8 years. David Ortiz, I will sign him to a contract. He wants about 135. We'll drop that down to 130 for 5 years. The salary's too low, so he wants 131? No. 132.5. Come on, Poppy. Are you really being that stingy? I can give you 135. He still doesn't want 135. What about 138? There we go. He takes 138. Let's get Albert Pujols, the machine, locked up for 4 more seasons. Let's get... Who else should we lock up guaranteed? Probably Giovanni Gallegos should get locked up guaranteed, and we're going to put him down for a 3-year, 22.5-year contract. Dontrelle Willis should get locked up for a little bit. A 2-year deal is fine by me. We'll just extend it to about $48 million. Miggy can come back, and we'll give Miggy a thrill. He wants a 2-year deal. Okay, 2-year, $40 million deal works for me. Madison Bumgarner, we can give him a 2-year deal. Jackie Robinson, we'll give him back a 5-year deal. Ozzie Smith can come back on a 5-year deal. He wants a little bit more, so we'll give him a little bit more. He still wants a little bit more, so we'll give him a little bit more there. We finally got him. All right, so we got the guys guaranteed that I want back. Nelson Cruz I probably should bring back as well on a 4-year deal. He wants a little bit more in the salary, which we can do. We'll give him 4 years, $50 million. All right, so the guys that I certainly want to get back are back. Now, everybody else we can think about. Brian Wilson I probably want to bring back. Maybe not on a 5-year deal, but a 3-year deal worth about maybe $30 million. 10 per year. There we go. Okay. Now we can discuss the rest of these guys a little bit later. Jack Flaherty, do we bring him back just to trade him? That could be a possibility. I don't know. Maybe the same thing with Clayton Kershaw and Blake Treinen. I don't know. Treinen? I don't know how to say his name. But those are the main guys that we want to bring back. And now if we take a look at our budget, and remember, salary cap is off during this series because these contracts just get out of hand way too quickly. So everybody that we care about is locked up for a long time, except for Clayton Kershaw. He's the highest overall player that's not locked up, I think. Yeah, he's only got a 1-year contract. And we might bring him back, we might not. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we do with him. Actually, Blake is the highest overall player that's not locked up for a season. But we got a lot of big money contracts on the books. We're going to be spending a lot of money for a lot of years. We got Mike Trout locked up for a while. Griffey's locked up for a while. Ortiz. All right, I'm glad we got that bit of business done. Now it's time to actually get into the game against the Cubs. I don't really know what jerseys to wear. Should we wear just our regular road jerseys? That might be a good thing. You know what? Let's wear the alternates. Let's rock the alternates. The Cubs will wear their classic homes. We'll rock the alternates, and we're going to Wrigley Field. It feels good to go to Wrigley Field. Madison Bumgarner takes the mound. Let's see. Do we need to switch anybody out? There's a couple guys that are tired. This is the first time that we get to use Nelson Cruz, Miguel Cabrera, and is that it? Is that the only two? I think those are the only two guys that we traded for in the hitting, like on the batting order. So we get to finally use those two guys. And they're both pretty tired, but I'm going to let them go for this game because we haven't used them yet. The only guy that I would consider switching out is probably Ozzie Smith, but nah, whatever. We'll keep him in. So Cubs and Brewers from Wrigley. Let's get it started. Hope you guys are excited. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's go play some baseball.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
All right.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We start off hot here in Wrigley. Ozzie Smith is ready to go. Taking the mound, or taking the plate for the first time. Leadoff hitter for the Brewers. Just re-signed him to a big contract. A lot of these guys just got re-signed to a big contract, and we're swinging for the fences there. Ozzie Smith, can he beat him out? He cannot. Ground out to shortstop, and that's 1 down. But big Mike Trout comes to the plate. I really hope that a lot of teams don't re-sign their free agents so we can have an interesting offseason. That's going to be a missed opportunity by me. I had the fastball right where I wanted it, and I did not even take it. So that one's foul ball because of me, but he's going to give me another opportunity at it. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, wow. He should have, because it worked. Oh, that's not good. Big Poppy, 42 home runs for David Ortiz. Can we continue that? Can we add to it? I'm swinging up high, and that's a double for Ortiz. Get on your horse, Big Poppy. I know you don't got a lot of speed, but get there. And he does. All right. Big double for David Ortiz. Doesn't hit a lot of doubles. I mean, he's got 23, but they're probably few and far between. Griffey at the plate now. Has a chance to make a run, score, and he will. I said that in the weirdest way. He has a chance to get an RBI, and he squeezes it past the first baseman, and Ken Griffey Jr. puts the Brewers on the board. The Brew Crew score. And now we got the machine, Albert Pujols, to the plate. And he's going to send that one to center field, and it's going to be caught for the third out. And we end the first inning, the top half of the first. We ended up 1-0. Ken Griffey Jr. sends it down the first base line. And now we got Madison Bumgarner, 14-3 on the year, having an amazing season. Alan Trammell. Oh, and he hits it right at Bumgarner. First pitch of the at-bat. He gets him out, but is Bumgarner okay? He looks like he's fine. Madison Bumgarner took a big one to the stomach, I think, or maybe the hip. I don't know what it was. The hip? That was pretty crazy. He seems to be okay. There was no like cutscene or animation or anything to say that he was hurt. But that's not the way you want to start the game with taking a pitch to the gut. Let's see if we can get strikeout Yandy Diaz. Oh, he doesn't chase the curveball. Good discipline from Yandy. I thought he would take that for sure. He hits the slider that was up in the zone. And it is now a 1-2 count. Bumgarner. Here we go. He hits that changeup, and that's going to be up to center field. And Yandy Diaz is on base. Okay, so 1 out, 1 on. And now we got Gary Sheffield. A very powerful hitter. Has 31 home runs to his resume so far this season. We had Gary Sheffield in the Yankee series last year. Maybe we'll get him again. Who knows? Here comes the slider, and he doesn't go for it. It's a ball. 2-1 count to Sheffield. There's the fastball where you wanted it. It's a 2-2 count. 1 out. Bumgarner with the change. He doesn't go for it. We're going to go curveball. Don't hang on me, please. Ooh, how did he make contact with that? Go for the ground ball. Get a double play. Strikeout! Oh, thank you, umpire. I don't know how he called that a strikeout, but he did. Jim Edmonds will send the first pitch foul. Thank you, umpire, for giving me the benefit of the doubt right there. And that changeup will go up the middle of the field. Ozzie Smith, the wizard, will throw it to first and get the out of the inning. First inning is over. And we lead 1-0. Nelson Cruz, our younger, new version of Nelson Cruz, who I'm very excited to hit with because Nelson Cruz is a very, very home run heavy person, and I need to hit one with him. That's going to be up in the air, pop up. Catcher will be underneath it, and he's got it. So we screw up that. Miggy Cabrera. This is young, thin Miami Marlins. I guess they were the Florida Marlins when he was playing for them. But that's the version of Miggy that we have here, not the Tigers version, the fat version of Fat Miggy. And now we got Salvador Perez. Now that Miggy's on base. That's going to be up in the air and pop up a can of corn for the second baseman. And he's out. Okay. Jackie Robinson. He will take the plate for the first time today, and he's going to pop that, splits the defense, and he gets on base. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And we got Ozzy back up. All I need's one is in the outfield, and then Miggy can get home. I thought that was going to take a turn for a ball. I wasn't sure if I wanted to swing at that or not. Wow, that slider was so slow. I was not prepared for that slow of a slider. I was ready to hit something a lot earlier than that. And I probably would have sent it to the outfield if I would have made better contact with it. But I am going to send that to the outfield. Not really. Caught by Castro. And that's the end of the second. At least our half of the second. Harmon Killebrew is back up to the plate. Well, up to the plate for the first time, really. That's going to be Pujols not making the play. And that's a first pitch hit for Killebrew. All right. Not the way to start the inning. Austin Riley to the plate here. 79 RBIs on the team. He's second on the team with them. And that's going to be foul ball. That was close. That could have been major damage. 1-1 counts. Got him swinging there. Here comes the curve. Doesn't chase it. Good play discipline from Austin Riley. Here comes the slider. He goes for that one. And that's up to Griffey. There it is. Easy money for Griff. And there's one down. James McCann. What a guy. Way out in front of that fastball. We're going to go change up on the next one. He gets the little tip of that one. Tip. And he fouls that away. And then got him. What a placement of that slider. Bumgarner sits him down. Willie Castro, the second baseman, up to the plate. And he's going to pop that one up to the machine, Albert Pujols. And that's out of the inning. So no damage done after Killebrew gets on. And Mike Trout up to the plate. Let's see what the Trout man can do, the big fish. That's going to be first pitch ball. He scored 99 runs this year. Second in the National League. That's going to be probably a ball 2, but I go for it for some reason. Should have been ball 2. That's going to be ball 2 there. I'm not going to swing at that. Thank you, Chris Sale. That should be 3-0 count, but whatever. I swung at that. And now we've got 2-1, and Mike Trout got all of it, but not all of it. That's depressing. That could have been a home run, no doubt, but I just didn't get enough of it. I got a good piece, just didn't get enough. David Ortiz, Big Papi. Gonna swing right through that slider, man. That slider for Chris Sale is so slow that I'm not ready for it. And he's throwing it on the slow side. He knows what he's doing. I'm gonna get a piece of that fastball, but there is gonna be caught by Jim Edmonds. Third inning not going the way that I wanted it to, but we've already got 1 run, so I mean, it's not the end of the world. And now we got Griff, the kid, up to the plate. Ball 1. Can we get a home run with Griffey? Woohoo! That slider, man. It looked like it was going to be inside, and then it just drifted to the outside so quickly. That's going to be late on the pitch. I didn't expect him to throw a fastball right there. 1-2 count, 2 outs to Griffey. And that's going to be rocketed up the middle of the field, right to center field. And Griffey gets on base again, 2 singles. That was a hard hit pitch. Perfect on it too. Albert Pujols, can we get Griffey home? Can we add another insurance run? We cannot. It's going to be a ground out for Pujols. And that's the end of the third, at least for our half. 5 hits to their 2 hits. Landon Stevens, I'm not sure who he is, and he's got no average, so he has not gotten a hit yet in his career. This might be his first game. I don't even know. I don't know who he is. But he's not starting out very good in his first at-bat. Here comes the curve. Oh, he was chasing a lot of stuff. I figured he might have changed it. chased it. He goes for the slider, grounds it to Jackie, and that's one down. Good job, boys. Now we got Alan Trammell back up, and you guys have seen the entire lineup, so now we will go after the third inning like we always do, and I'll simulate to when something good happens, but we got to get out of this inning first. Here comes the change. Trammell fouls that off. We'll go with a curveball here. And got him swinging. That's 2 down. Big time pitch there from Bumgarner. And now Yandy Diaz, he's got a hit already in this game. Can we get out of it? He was 0 for 5 in his last game. Oh, he's chasing the first 2 pitches, missed them both. Can we get him done here? He doesn't go for the slider, but we'll get him with the curveball, hopefully. There it is. Chips it away. Okay. We'll go slider again. And he gets swinging on that one. Madison Bumgarner sits him down, and that's the end of the live clips. I'll see you guys when something good happens. And that didn't take long. Thanks to a double from Salvador Perez, Jackie Robinson knocks in 2 boys, and that's a 3-run lead for the Brew Crew. Great job by Jackie. Oh, we're just piling it on. Griffey adds to it. The bases were loaded for Ken Griffey Jr., and he adds 2 more in the same inning. We're piling it on now. I don't know what's going on. What changed? I don't know, but maybe I'm just focusing now, but that's another big-time hit. Oh, that actually worked. I didn't think that was actually going to work. That's why I wasn't talking. But I sent Cabrera home, and Jackie Robinson gets an RBI. Cool. All right, we're going to get 1 run in, but I kind of screwed up the base running there. So we get 7 on the board, but that was kind of ugly the way I did it. Oh my word. Santa Maria. Nelson Cruz. That's why we traded for the younger version of him. Because he can do stuff like that. No doubter. 8 runs on the board in Wrigley. The boys are back. The boys are back. What a hit from Nelson Cruz. Oh my word. That was a dangerous pitch to throw, and he made him pay. Well, that's not good. They're going to get a run in, and it's no longer a shutout. That kind of blows. It's no longer a shutout even more. Now it's another run, back-to-back runs. Man, Bumgarner's kind of selling right now. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. They're making this a save situation, aren't they? They're trying to, at least. All right, ladies and gentlemen, bottom 9. I'm going to keep Brian Wilson in the game because I don't really want to warm up my closing pitcher for an 8-3 run or 8-3 game. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, gets the first out. This has been a wild game. I've been putting in runs that I didn't think I was going to be putting in, and then all of a sudden the last like 3 innings, the Cubs have like come to life. Where was this the first 7 innings? I don't know. But they've all of a sudden just come to life. And now they keep on hitting me, and I don't like it. Can Griffey get that to short? Jackie, how's good your arm? How good is your arm? Not good enough because he gets to third base there. I'm keeping Brian Wilson in unless it gets completely out of hand. But the Cubs are just like, where was this the beginning of the game? I guess Madison Bumgarner was just too much for him at the beginning of the game. Then they started to finally figure him out. All right, is that going to be another run? I'm going to send it home with Griffey. How good's the arm, Griff? Oh, it's money. And that's how they end the game. Mwah. Ken Griffey Jr. with an absolute missile to home plate. Boom. That's how you do that. Bumgarner gets the W. And we walk away with an 8-3 victory over the Cubs in Wrigley. Like, look at that. The 7th and 8th, they just went crazy, and I don't know what happened. They just woke up, I guess. Ken Griffey had a great game. He was 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. Bumgarner gets a nice victory. That's a good one for us. Now let's go simulate the rest of the month. Okay, so we are going to simulate the rest of this series against the Cubs and against the Dodgers. So George Springer got hurt. Oh, I got critical situations on. I don't want to have critical situations on. So we got swept by the Dodgers. That is not what you want to have happen. I can't believe we got swept by the Dodgers. That's crazy. Well, let's finish out this series against the Cubs. We won the series against the Cubs, but we also won the series against the Pirates. We're a very up and down team. It is September call-up time. We've got 2 guys to call up. Who do we call up? Do we call up just 2 pitchers maybe? Maybe a pitcher and a hitter? We don't really need anybody in terms of on the lineup, I don't think. I could probably use somebody in the bullpen maybe. Yeah, we could probably use a pitcher in the bullpen. Let's call up. How's Blazovic doing? Is he doing good in AAA? 6 and 10, a 3.20 ERA, not doing that great. How's Lodolo doing? He's 8 and 4 with a 3.03, and Hunter Green is 12 and 6 with a 3.80. Let's bring up Blazovic, put him in the bullpen, and then we'll bring in a hitter like Hoy Park, and we'll put him in the bullpen, or put him in the lineup. There we go. All right, now we got to choose a game. Probably against the Cardinals at home, maybe? We haven't played the Cardinals at all. Let's simulate this first week. 60-day list for him. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. We got 88 wins. Yeah, we'll play the Cardinals. We got swept by the Reds. Well, that's not good. I think we'll simulate the first game against the Cardinals. And we won that one 13-11. That's pretty crazy. All right, we'll play this next game against the Cardinals, and that will wrap up the season. We'll simulate the rest after it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.